The Patreon pick this week, as requested by... wait, that's not the Patreon pick. The Patreon pick this week was the Paw Patrol movie. The 2023 one is requested by Steve Harvey's Ghost. Thank you for the amazing recommendation. Somebody describe it for us.
Dude, I'll bust it down here real quick. Okay, so, Paw Patrol, the big Mighty Morphin movie, is all about, it's basically Avengers, but they're dogs now, okay? Like, one of the dogs is little, and she is, really insecure about that, but they get superpowers, so she has no reason to be insecure anymore. But then she fucks it all up, and she loses her superpowers to, some, black chick that Tanner was fawning over. And then, they fight for a little bit, and then she destroys some meteors, and, yeah, everyone learns a lesson at the end of the day.
This is a kid movie, and I'm
I wouldn't say that, Dylan. Come on, give Paw Patrol a little credit here, dude.
Haiku?
Which one are we talking about?
Paw Patrol, the Mighty Morphin Puppa Rangers.
Yeah, here's my Paw Patrol haiku as inspired by Paw Patrol, the mighty, what the fucks. Superpowered pups. Black villain lightning powers. Got that dog in her. Paw Patrol is a movie, here's my thoughts. I was more entertained by this movie than I had any right to be. Just because the world is very funny since they're fucking dogs. And the animation is surprisingly not as dog shit as you would assume a made-for-TV movie for toddlers would be.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. It was fucking insane how whenever there was an explosion, they just went all out with that shit. There should be mass deaths throughout this film. And yet somehow, to my knowledge, nobody dies at the very least. Despite these, 4,000 kiloton bombs going off just left and right throughout the film. However, as far as the animation goes, there were, I don't know what the fuck the deal was, but this movie had, random frame rate drops throughout it that were really distracting. But, can't really expect too much from it. It's a kid's movie from after all.
That's what I was about to say. I don't really know how to properly discuss this movie, because at the end of the day, it's a kid's movie.
It's a movie for children. It doesn't have to be good at all.
Correct.
Yeah. This movie's got a very serviceable plot. The writing generally is pretty bad, I would say. The comedy does not land unless it's unintentionally funny stuff. Animation's fine. This is a totally serviceable kids movie. I don't think it has anything going on for somebody over the age of 10, unfortunately. I found this movie boring as shit. I'll give it some credit because I've been sick for a week and it cured me for 4 hours until I went back to being sick again, but...
Yeah, it had some sort of healing properties to it. Mm-hmm. And so, that was something at the very least.
Yeah, pretty bad movie for me overall. It's but I'll give it a little bit of credit.
Yeah, I mean, you were saying, Jackson, the fucking message for the film is really mixed, because we got that little baby Doge who's like, oh man, I'm so tiny, I really want to accomplish shit, I want to, really go out there and show my stuff, but I guess I need superpowers to do that. Oh, I lost my superpowers, I'll find a way to get through it all, but, she doesn't, she fails by trying to be herself, and she does in fact need superpowers at the end of the day in order to accomplish anything.
Yeah, I totally forgot that I made that point. Yeah, no, the messaging behind this movie is just ridiculous. You'd think normally movies like this would be oh yeah, just be yourself and you'll do well, but no, the message of this movie is get magic alien powers, and then you can actually contribute because you don't do fuck all otherwise. Retard.
Yeah, and also the fucking long dog. What the fuck was her? Why wasn't she able to have powers? Why did it take forever?
Because she wasn't using her powers properly.
She had to believe in herself, dude.
They just needed an excuse for some dumb suspense moment at the end.
Yeah.
Is she gonna get her powers? Oh no, is the dog gonna die in the kids movie?
I kind of assumed what her power was when he's like, I don't have one. I'm like, I have a pretty strong feeling.
I think we all figured out what her power would be just looking at her.
I wonder what they're gonna give the wiener dog.
Yeah.
No way, she's a slinky, that's crazy.
Alright guys, who was your favorite dog though? I feel like that's the biggest question here on our audience's minds.
I loved the wiener dog, it was great.
Of course you did, dude. It just makes sense for you.
None of them have
personalities.
I don't think a ton of their personalities stand out very much. There's the fat dog that likes to eat. And then the rest of them are kind of just dogs. The fucking kid is surprisingly mature for being just canonically
I was
just
about
a
to say-
child.
Yeah, he doesn't
Like,
feel like he's their friend or anything like that. It's
No.
like he's their leader, and that's
Yeah,
about
Like,
all he is.
Is this like a 30-year-old man that got like transmitted into the body of a child or something? What's going on here?
I was
He
trying
does
to
very
put,
much act like their fucking supervisor.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was trying to apply too much logic to this movie. I was like, damn, the budget to, like, build this super massive carrier and all these high-tech vehicles, and then also the fact that they're just allowing this kid to pilot said boat. And, like, all this shit that doesn't make sense. And, like, they don't have
Oh, yeah,
law
speaking of like their
enforcement,
high-tech
it's literally just,
vehicles, it's like, oh no, our big base got destroyed. Anyway, I made you all these new vehicles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why are they so sad if they could literally go to the ship and then also, oh wow, the vehicles are there, and also they're upgraded now. No tension.
But oh
Yeah,
well.
very
My favorite
strange.
dog is Chase because he's on the case.
He's the only one out of all of them that got a transformable vehicle for some reason.
What do you mean? Sky had the one that goes from jet into a helicopter.
Yeah.
I kind of meant when they got like superpowers, like if he wanted to like change it, it's like, but I'm sure that's for marketing.
Anyway,
Tanner, what are you ranking this one, dude?
I gave this one a B-.
Holy shit.
Wow, Jackson, how about you, man?
C-.
Yeah, C- feels much more appropriate, I think. Dylan, you, man?
I actually was. This is one of the movies I was actually gonna need to hear your guys' rankings to see if I was off base at all, and it sounds like I'm not. I gave this movie a C.
Wow.
I didn't know how to properly rank this movie.
Did you also give it a C-, Nico?
Yeah, I also gave it a C-. Sorry, I
Okay,
wasn't
well-
super clear about that.
It landed at C overall, unsurprisingly.
Wow.
This is a very C-tier movie, so I agree with that.
True.
Yeah, this is one of the movies of all time.